Deciem has announced 23% off site-wide, including the beloved brand, The Ordinary. No, don't panic, don't panic. I understand very well how difficult it is to keep up with time. It is June, it's not November, it's a surprise sale that they are doing, and I have decided, in light of the sale, let's do an updated for 2022 video covering my best and worst products by The Ordinary. Okay, when did I first try The Ordinary? It had to be, I guess, about 4 years ago. I've tried a lot since then. I will be covering my personal favorites, my least favorites, and the in-between in today's video. But of course, please know, this is all only my opinions. You all probably know that on this channel I welcome differing opinions. Feel free to leave them in the comments. You can feel free to agree with me as well. There are always timestamps and links in the description box below. Feel free to jump around to your heart's content. Maybe you're a hater. Maybe you want to jump right to the worst section. Maybe it's just how your day is going. We've all been there, right? We've all been there. Wait, really quickly, can I please tell you about the hair and the outfit? So I told myself that I wanted to dye my hair purple for Pride Month. In case you don't know, I'm on the A spectrum. Yeah, I know y'all think I'm the L. I'm actually the A. We come in a lot of different varieties. However, I think that subconsciously I've actually been heavily influenced by Benefit Cosmetics. Yes, Benefit Cosmetics. You know those new box blushes? I loved the old ones, so I had to buy some of the new ones, one of which is Butterfly. Every time I see that box blush, which I am wearing today, every time I see it, it gets a song stuck in my head that I think is from the late 90s, maybe the early 2000s. I don't remember the full song, so I just keep getting parts of it stuck in my head, but it's enough to take me back to that time, and really I think I'm living my best late 90s, early 2000s life right now. I mean, look at this. I don't remember the song, but I remember my mom hated it. Wait, hold on. Come, my lady. I'm on the A spectrum. This is hard for me. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this. I purchased everything in this video aside from the hair products. The Ordinary was actually kind enough to send me their newest hairline, so everything else I purchased. And I think we'll start with my personal favorite products from The Ordinary. And it's kind of a four-way tie for the #1 spot. It really is. I absolutely have grown to love The Ordinary's peptide serums. This includes The Ordinary's Matrixyl Argireline solution and the Buffet. Now what I'll tell you is I prefer to use 2 of these at the same time within the same routine. And the reason I say that is because these all are a little different, and it will help you a lot to understand what the peptides in these products do. I kind of feel like the easiest place to start might actually be Argireline. It's a pretty straightforward peptide. This includes acetyl hexapeptide 8, which you may have heard referred to as Botox in a bottle. I kind of hate that phrase. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Botox always comes in a bottle. But according to the bottle right here, it says this targets the appearance of dynamic facial lines. Now, this one is admittedly kind of difficult to talk about. There's a lot of a scientific explanation for what goes on, and to be honest with you, I sort of feel like it's bordering on territory that might make it not quite a cosmetic. This is something we had to talk about a lot in my field of nutrition, is, making sure your supplement isn't veering into drug claims. So this one, let's be cautious with the word choices we use here. What I will tell you is that there's some pretty convincing science behind this, that it really may help to prevent a lot of movement on your forehead. It's not going to freeze your face like Botox. No matter how much of this you use, no matter how long you use it, it's not going to have that level of an impact. But personally, I have absolutely been amazed at how much this peptide makes a difference for me. I have a very grumpy face, and I am prone to scowling all the time because I'm mad that in the early 2000s we didn't have the kind of cute outfits that we have now, and I'm mad about it. It is really amazing to me how when I'm consistent with this peptide product, I do see significant changes. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is only for your forehead. In my personal opinion, it's just kind of a waste to take a product that works in this area and apply it anywhere else, which is why I like to pair that with Matrixyl 10% plus hyaluronic acid. So the Matrixyl blend has been around for a while. It's in a lot of other products as well. It's a great peptide to help with increasing collagen production in your skin. This is a blend of peptides that, in my opinion, you can take all over your entire face. So what I prefer to do when I'm using these two together is Matrixyl everywhere, Argireline only on my forehead. I will point out one thing that ends up being confusing with Matrixyl. So they say this is at 10%, and a lot of people believe that that means the peptides are at 10%. Again, Matrixyl is a blend. Peptides are actually used at really low concentrations. Oh wait, actually sorry, this also applies with Argireline 10%. Same exact thing. These are actually used at such low levels. We talk about this more in my Mary and May video if you want to find out more. Sometimes I'll see people say, you know, oh my gosh, this is at a peptide level of 0.001%. Yeah, that's about right. So I sort of feel like the names of these products have caused a bit of confusion. It's not The Ordinary's fault in any way because, yes, that is 10% Matrixyl, the blend of everything, including those. But anyway, we talk about that a lot on this channel. You've probably heard me go off on a similar concept before. Let's talk about the Buffet next. Buffet is kind of a next level serum that sort of combines the concepts of both Matrixyl and Argireline, but it also adds even more. For example, Buffet includes dipeptide diaminobutyroyl benzylamide diacetate, which is also known as, I don't know how to pronounce it, I think it might be Sinake? Sinaki? No, I think it has to be Sinake because the whole idea behind this peptide is it's actually based on snake venom. Get it? Sinake? Yeah, it's gotta be Sinake. That makes sense. And that is yet another of those peptides that may help with inhibiting movement on your forehead. So with Buffet, because it's a little bit more expensive and because it too contains those ingredients like acetylhexapeptide and Sinake, I personally prefer to reserve Buffet for my forehead. You know, save a little bit of money, use Matrixyl on the rest of my face. Now, there is also the Buffet and Copper Peptides 1%, which is by far the most expensive product in this video, and hilariously not my personal favorite, but I'm still including it in best because I think The Ordinary did a good job on it. The catch with Buffet and Copper Peptides, and I don't know if I explained this clearly in the video where I showed you all my routine using this. The trick with copper peptides is that you want them to stay in their peptide form. You don't want them to break apart so you end up with free copper on your skin that can actually have detrimental effects to your skin. So you have to be really cautious with what you combine specifically the Buffet and Copper Peptides serum with, and I just didn't love how tricky that made the rest of my routine. I do have acne, sensitive skin, lots of difficulties going on, and it was just hard to incorporate. But honestly, if you're somebody looking for just something really simple, you want just one serum, you don't need retinoids, you don't need AHAs, you don't need vitamin C, I can still see it being a good option, and I do have some great comments in that video. Some of you agreed with me and some of you didn't. And that is just skincare for you. People have very different experiences. I'm going to throw one more product into the peptides section, and that is the multi-peptide serum for hair density. Listen, let me tell you, I feel like the hair industry, sometimes it feels so predatory. I'm just going to say it. Sometimes it does. And I say this because it crosses over into nutrition a lot. You know, there's a lot of these supplements that promise to help your hair grow fuller and thicker. What's so frustrating about all those options is that they're going to work for some people and they're not going to work for everybody. And the reason for this is the same as acne, actually. Acne has all kinds of different causes, right? So does hair loss. But just like how The Ordinary has these truly incredible peptides for, at the end of the day, anti-aging purposes, they also have this amazing hair serum that is not too expensive, and again, it will work for some people. Now, again, the trick is it may not work for everybody. It's really funny. I was looking at the reviews on the Sephora site, and you know, you see some people giving this 1 star. They're saying it didn't do anything for me. Other people are saying, I cannot believe the before and after. It's such an intense before and after. And again, this is just because hair loss has so many different causes behind it. You have to keep trying different methods until you figure out what works. And look, it could be as simple as a biotin deficiency. You could buy $4 vitamins and have your problem solved. But again, it won't be for everybody. Please don't ever spend $100 on biotin gummies. Just please, for me. Next up in my bests is a product that I don't know how it took me so long to try. Oh my goodness, it's embarrassing in retrospect. The marine hyaluronics. Y'all, this is such a good alternative to hyaluronic acid. But that's what's so funny about this product. A lot of people believe that it is a hyaluronic acid serum. It is not. What's so funny about hyaluronic acid is that it's a humectant. Just like there are many other humectants out there, it's just somehow become the mean girl in the humectant world. It knows how hot it is, and it's just hydrating ingredients. I've got that. But there are so many other options for humectants. It's ridiculous how much hyaluronic acid has just taken front and center. And this is a fantastic option that also includes algae. Now, algae is an ingredient that works really well for me. It doesn't work for everybody, but again, that's the rules of skincare. It's just so interesting that this product is so lightweight and yet really does feel hydrating. The reason I don't love The Ordinary's hyaluronic acid, I'm getting ahead of myself, the reason I don't love that one is because it's a little difficult, in my opinion, to work with. It has a much thicker texture, it definitely can pill, and of course with hyaluronic acid, some people report that it does the opposite of hydrating their skin, and they report it dries them out. The marine hyaluronic seems to work out better for a lot more people, and officially that includes me as well. I'm going to include one more product in my best section. I do not have it at the moment, but I will put it up on the screen. It is none other than the 7% glycolic toner. This is just such a great option for an AHA that isn't too harsh. I've already told you all I have a bit more sensitive skin, so I actually have to be pretty cautious with AHA containing products. And so my actual reason for putting this in best is because this makes such a good body product. Oh my goodness. Put that into a spray bottle, spray it across your entire body, and just watch what happens over the course of a couple of weeks. I know some of you have listened to my advice on this and done it. It is amazing what this does for your body skin. We got these companies out here like Truly, and I'm sure tons others, selling very expensive body care products, and yet again, The Ordinary has this amazing product that will last you quite some time on your body, and it works. It works. Those AHA ingredients don't just act as chemical exfoliators that even your skin tone and brighten your skin on only your face. You can use them on your body too. Moving into the good section, I'm going to start with the oils. I really do think The Ordinary has amazing options for oils. They're just not my absolute favorite. They're solid. They're at amazing price points. When some companies are out here charging, what, $100 for a basic oil? Y'all know it happens. Y'all, I know you've seen it. However, they're just not in my absolute best category because I do have other oils I prefer slightly. You probably may know where I'm going with this. I do slightly prefer not even slightly, a lot prefer the Good Molecules cold pressed rosehip seed oil. I'll link you my video if you want more info on it, but this is an amazing oil. However, The Ordinaries are less expensive. If I was to pick a favorite oil from The Ordinary, it would actually have to be the incredibly underrated chia seed oil. Chia seed is such a good ingredient, and yet it just doesn't get that much attention. It's very high in omega-3. It has a wonderful fatty acid profile, and it's a bit more stable than some of the other oil options. And then I'm actually going to say the squalane cleanser. So this is such a funny story for me because I did not like this when I first used it. I gave it to a friend. She came back to me and she said, "Why on earth did you not like that cleanser? It's amazing." So then I started thinking about it and I went, oh my god, I gotta buy this again because I've got to figure out why my friend loves this product that I didn't love. That's why I gave it to her. So I bought it again, tried it, and I realized what's so nice about this is that this truly is one of those examples of an amazing drugstore cleanser that is not too stripping at all. It's very gentle. It actually does work as a makeup remover and a cleanser all in one product. The thing is, this is obviously a completely fragrance-free brand, right? I actually like scented cleansers. Scented cleansers actually work for me when I have to be cautious about fragrance in a lot of other products. So for me, that's why it's not in the absolute best. I do like scent where I can use it. But is it an effective cleanser? Absolutely. Absolutely it's effective. Also in good, y'all, I gotta include the new shampoo and conditioner. These products are not going to be for everybody. I just want to make sure I'm clear about that from the start. What's so funny to me is that I did not like these at all, the first time I used them. The sulfate cleanser, it felt like nothing. I felt like I had to keep using tons and tons of this product. And then the conditioner felt so lightweight that, I was so underwhelmed the first time I used these. However, I decided to stick with it just to see what would happen, and I realized these are incredibly unique products to the market. This cleanser is so gentle. You know, people are so terrified of the word sulfate, and yet The Ordinary managed to prove to the world that a sulfate-based shampoo can actually be very gentle. And oddly enough, it actually did seem that it was cleansing my hair. I do prefer to use this system more frequently than I do some of my other shampoo and conditioners, kind of every 2 to 3 days instead of 3 to 5 days. And the conditioner, you know, it is lightweight, but that's part of what is so nice about it. It leaves my hair not feeling weighed down. My hair actually feels really light when I use this system. And can we please mention that these are, again, fragrance-free? That is next to impossible to find in shampoo and conditioner. And you know, the thing with fragrance, the catch with it is some people are allergic to fragrance and some people aren't. Most of us enjoy the smell of fragrance, but for people who can't use those ingredients, it can be really difficult to find products. And if you have that allergy and you are trying to use scented shampoo and conditioner, it can cause a lot of problems. Scalp irritation, dandruff, all kinds of problems. So again, it's just so thoughtful and also affordable. But like I said, not gonna be for everybody. My sweetheart does not like fragrance-free shampoo and conditioner. In fact, she loves her scented shampoo and conditioner. This is not for her. Also, because of the way she washes her hair, it's not for her, but it actually is a good option if you're looking for very lightweight, completely fragrance-free shampoo and conditioner. I'm gonna go ahead and include the natural moisturizing factors and hyaluronic acid in my good category. All that said, this is not really a product that is for me. I do have a much more oily scalp, but again, people have different needs, and it's again very thoughtful that The Ordinary has gone in this hair care direction. The catch for me with this one is that it does feel a little bit heavy. I guess that does make sense if you have a dry scalp as opposed to an oily scalp. I can see how this could be really game-changing for you, but yeah, it does have a heavier feel. And then let's move on to my okay category. So first off, I wanted to talk about the retinols from The Ordinary. I kind of debated with myself on where to put these. In some ways, I think they're incredible products. Take, for example, the retinol at 1% in squalane. That's an amazing product in that The Ordinary is actually disclosing how much retinol is in there. We've got a real problem going on in the world of skincare where companies are out here claiming they're making 1% retinol products, but then ultimately not disclosing the percentage. What's up, pharmacy? How you doing? How's it going? Meanwhile, The Ordinary, with their amazing prices, has always been upfront about that percentage. However, the catch for me with The Ordinary's retinoid products is that I never felt like they were as effective as they should have been for that percentage. See, this is the reason why companies don't always want to disclose percentages, is because if you are adding in additional ingredients that help with penetration, that help with stabilizing a formula, that help with effectiveness, you can, in theory, have a 0.3% retinol that does more for your skin than a 1% retinol. Does that make sense? I really hope that makes sense, because it's very true, and it's a lot of why companies do hold back. However, my argument is stop holding back. tell people what the percentage is, and if you did add these other incredible ingredients that boost the formula, just tell people that. Tell people this is a 0.2% retinol that acts like a 1% retinol. This can't be that hard, right? This can't be. It's so funny, actually. I feel like I love what these products represent, but I feel like, you know, this is The Ordinary we're talking about. It's a brand that is all about being simple and straight to the point. And I sort of feel like that is the reason why these retinoids maybe don't function as well as I'd like them to. All that said, keep in mind this is all only my opinion. Some people swear by The Ordinary's retinoids. For me personally, my recommendation, if you really want to go in the direction of a stronger over-the-counter retinoid, Differin, Adapalene, this is the La Roche-Posay. It took me a long time to get on board with this, but I'm finally there, and it is leaps and bounds ahead in strength in terms of retinol products. Next up, I have the salicylic acid products, which is hilarious because I used to absolutely love The Ordinary salicylic acid serum. Like everyone else, I had to settle for the salicylic mask for a while, which just, it's fine, but it's probably more for oily skin. I also ended up purchasing the salicylic acid anhydrous, which for whatever reason came out before the new salicylic acid serum. And I think at this point, so much time passed that I tried so many other salicylic acid products. In fact, so many other companies came out with them. It's actually a rare circumstance where I feel like The Ordinary kind of messed things up for themselves, because I think there were a lot of us who would have stuck with that old salicylic acid serum and probably never even explored the other options, but because it was gone for so long, we were forced to, and I think that a lot of us just found products we kind of like more. I have a whole video on my favorite BHA salicylic acid serums. I will link it if you're interested. As for the anhydrous version, it's okay, but it is really, it's really oily. It is in a squalane base, so of course it's oily. I ended up decluttering it because it just wasn't my favorite thing to use. I don't doubt at all that it does have a place for some people though, and hey, it's done well for what it is, which is ultimately something different. And my last product in the okay category is a very similar story to the salicylic acid, and that is their azelaic acid. Again, I just feel like I've tried a lot of other azelaic acid containing products that I've ended up preferring. My current favorite, oh my gosh, my current favorite is the Mario Badescu Clarifying Serum. Has Ulta added the ingredients for that product yet? I hope they have. It's actually amazing. The Ordinary's was okay, and I liked that it was at 10%. Mario Badescu doesn't disclose the percentage, but I just didn't like using it. I felt like there was some pilling. It was just kind of not an easy product to wear, especially if you do wear makeup. But at the same time, it was what it claimed to be. It was 10% azelaic acid, and that's the reason why a lot of people do love that product. Are we ready for the worst? Are you gonna be mad at me? You might. Let's just go ahead and get out of the way a product that a lot of people love, but I don't. Keeping in mind, this is only my opinion. That is none other than that 30% AHA peeling solution. Ooh, that is way too much for my skin. It's almost funny. I feel like objectively I have to put this in the worst category because it's way too harsh for my skin. My skin will suffer for days after using this. However, I do respect this product for what it is. I actually think it's a great option on the market. There's not a lot of really strong chemical exfoliants out there. But at the same time, I have a lot of inner conflict about this because it's so strong and yet it's so affordable, it's so trendy. I've seen young people use this and really mess their skin up. And I think it creates this recipe that could potentially end in failure. So, you know, just on the off chance we have someone watching this who is shopping for their grandkids who they know love The Ordinary, don't buy them this. It's way too strong. That's a very appealing price point for shopping for, in particular, young people, but it's way too strong. And yet again, you know, the inner conflict here is that not everybody can afford these really expensive treatments, and this can be a way to get that at home. It's just that you have to have a lot of respect for this product and what it is. You have to follow the directions to a T. If not, you use this on your skin for even less time than they recommend. For me personally, I finished this product on my feet, which, hey, you know what? That did work. It did work. There's a lot of really expensive, like baby foot type of products, and this did work. But for my face, nope, never again. Way too strong. Which leads me into my second worst product, which I thought I still have, but I couldn't find it in my bathroom. Maybe I decluttered this one already. That is the 23% vitamin C suspension. I've talked about this a lot on this channel too. So when it comes to active ingredients, there is a therapeutic level at which they've been studied for their effectiveness. The problem I have with not actually just this product, but a few products from The Ordinary is that they get a bit overzealous sometimes. You know, the research on niacinamide kind of maxes out at about 5-6%, and yet they're very well known. The Ordinary is well known for their 10% niacinamide. But there's really not necessarily more benefit in going stronger than the therapeutic dosage. Instead, you might just be upping the potential risk, the potential for a reaction. And that's what happened to me with the 23% vitamin C. I just felt like it was way too strong for my skin. So again, you all probably know my personal favorite pick here. That's the Geek and Gorgeous Sea Glow at 15% L-ascorbic acid. And also, these are made fresh. I genuinely think this is better than the SkinCeuticals version. I know that may not be a popular opinion either, but that's how much I love this. The catch is the shipping. If you make a big enough order, it is free shipping, but you gotta make a big enough order. That is definitely a bit of a catch. And that brings me to my final product, which I kind of just feel like I'm hating on this, but the hyaluronic acid serum. I ended up eliminating other products from this video. I've tried more from The Ordinary than I'm talking about today. The catch is, and it's been a catch for a long time for me, I feel like some of the products from The Ordinary pill, especially with makeup. I already mentioned this with the azelaic acid. There is no greater offender for me than the hyaluronic acid. I mean, it's an incredibly affordable product. It just pills a lot. So The Ordinary's is not my personal favorite. There are so many hyaluronic acid products on the market at this point that I just think you have a lot of options for a more cosmetically elegant version. Otherwise, again, there's nothing really wrong with this product aside from I just don't like using it because it's difficult. It doesn't agree with a lot of other products. And that is it, my friends. That is my updated for 2022 ranking of The Ordinary skincare products. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I suspect that you are going to agree with me on some points and disagree with me on others. Let me know if I'm right. What do we agree with? What do we disagree with? Thank you all so much for watching. Again, if you want to shop The Ordinary sale, I will have it linked below. I don't think I can affiliate Decium, but I'll link it below anyway. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Make sure to like and subscribe if you did enjoy today's video, and I will see you all next time.